Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Iron Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Truck Series, season number 5. We'll start here tonight at the iRacing Superspeedway qualifying. Already on the speedway. Take a look now at the 74 of Brian Wortman as he works his way down the back straightaway. Here at this 2.95 mile oval, affectionately known as the iRacing Superspeedway, the Bucky's paint scheme on the side of that Ford F-150. Cars just now getting out on the speedway will have your times to roll across the top of the screen as well as your current leader. They'll be highlighted at the top. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight here on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. It's been a while, and it's good to be back in the booth here at the Speedway. Some times going up on the board here shortly. Waiting on that first truck as we do. We'll scoot around. There's the 38 machine of Roger Diebold. Roger Diebold into 38. Working his way now into turn number 3. First truck across the line. With the 05 of Bailey carrying the Fort Worth screen, putting the Chevrolet Silverado. He'll go as Brian Wortman tops that one. Ray Rittenauer. Take a look at that car's truck as he slows down. He's your current fast time at a 50.259, 50259 for Ray Rittenauer. Nathan Shiflett back with us. If you are familiar with Iron Thunder Racing League, you see that South Point Toyota Tundra. Nathan Shiflett back in the saddle here under the Iron Thunder Racing League banner. He currently holds on to that P2 spot. In that third spot, truck slowing down, the awesome custom paint collision LSX 03 of Kevin Hash. He's currently scored into the third spot. Take a look at another car out on the speedway, the 15. His way across the start-finish line. That CA cattle machine out of Smithdale, Mississippi. That is the 15 of Trusted On. We'll take a look back now. You're on board with the 89 of Matt Quick and his Chevrolet Silverado. Familiar colorful paint scheme on that ride is. One other truck out on the speedway. 52 of George Belfons Jr. to Belfons Racing for F-150. Making his way down the back straightaway. We're going to work into turn 3. Right ahead of the 15 of Trusted On. Excuse me, right behind the 43 truck making its way through turns 1 and 2. We'll get a quick look at that machine as it's slowing down. That is Kelvin Mosier. 43 currently 10th quickest. Trusted On. 5th quick. What can the 89 of Matt Quick do? Top of the board, 50230. 50230 for Matt Quick as he'll knock Ray Rittenauer off of the pole. New quick time. 16 seconds left. Last truck on the speedway. 89 of Matt Quick. Shout out to Matt Quick for capturing the pole here at the iRacing Superspeedway. Take a look here on the front straightaway. Cars getting trucks lining up on the grid. There's a good look at the field. Bring up starting grid. Starting on the front row, the 89 of Matt Quick, the Great Plains driver, who was outside, the Pennsylvania native, the 87 of Raymond Ridnour. In row number 2, the 51 Carolina native, out in the 51 of Nathan Shiflett. The outside of Woodlawn, Virginia driver, the 03 of Kevin Hash. Row number 3 to the inside will be the 38 of Roger Debold. To the outside will be the 15 of Tristan On. Row number 4 to the inside is 74 of Brian Workman. To the outside of New Jersey native of Dan Half. Row number 5, the 31 of Matt Welsenbach. A welcome back to Mr. Welsenbach. Welcome back to the Iron Theater Racing League. Row number 5 to the outside, we'll see the 39 of Zach Kreiser. Row number 6, the Texas native, the 05 of Bailey Curry. To his outside to be Kelvin Mosher in the 43. Row number 7, we'll see the 44 of Jace Mosher. To the outside, lead commissioner out of Macomb, Mississippi, the 14 of Sawyer On. Row number 8 to the inside, in the 15th spot, we'll find the 88 of Josh Ball. To his outside, our Canadian driver in the 16th spot, in the 25 would be Brandon Kloosterhoos. Row number 9, in the 62, newcomer Carson Etheridge. To the outside, in the 18th spot of row number 9, in the 52, to be George Belfons Jr. Row number 10, welcome back Mr. Will LaRue. Another Canadian driver in the 55, starting inside row number 10. Outside will be the famed 33. In the 20th spot will be Josh Cully. Row number 11, welcome back Mr. John Schwackert. In the 21st position in the 1. To the outside will be the 69 of Matt Hendricks. Row number 12, the 66 Texas native of John Garrett, starting 23rd. On the outside in 24th is the 09 of Dave Matson. Inside row number 13 in the 25th spot is the 37 of Ryan Pepelinski. To the outside in the 26th spot, the 16 of Storm Patterson, the man of many numbers. Row number 14, we'll find scheduled to start would be the 8 of the Count. However, that's an admin. The row will be the 2 of Justin White, Chad Delson, Adam Schroen will round out the field as the pace car comes around on the front straightaway with the field in tow. Season 5 about to go green here from iRacing Superspeedway.
Green, green, green.
Green flag out. And the Season 5 is underway. Elected to go to the rear was the 89 of Matt Quick, the 03 of Kevin Hash, and the 89. They'll all start from the pits as they elect to forego their qualifying position. As you see the front of the field right now at the moment. 51 of Nathan Shiflett in that South Point machine. 38 of Roger Debold will ride right behind as the field spreads out behind him. Second lane trying to form up there with a 32, Dan Half, and that Toyota Super Clean, the sponsor on the side of that machine. There is the 31 car of Matthew Welsenbach. He'll ride behind Dan Half, an extreme third lane starting to form. With the other Bucky's machine of the 74 Brian Workman, and being worked with the 05 of Bailey Curry on the outside. Here comes the 52 of George Belfons Jr. It'll be a 3-car train on the top of the speedway. Lots of racing room here at iRacing Superspeedway. Brian Workman left out to dry, stuck in the middle there, out in no man's land. We have completed 2 of 50 so far. Nathan Shiflett, oh, the 05 of Bailey Curry, gonna lose the handle. 52 of Belfons Jr. Caution out for the first time tonight on the speedway. Tough break there for the 05 of Bailey Curry. If we get a quick replay. Already starting here. Let's back it up just a hair. It's like the 52 of George Belfons Jr. just getting in to the left rear quarter. Bailey Curry will be able to continue with that truck worse for wear. Back up front. 3 laps of 50 on the board. It's Nathan Shiflett, Roger Debo, Dan Half, Zach Krauser, Storm Patterson, Chase Mosier, Kevin Mosier, Matthew Wells, Brian Wertman, Will LaRue, your top 10. Sean Bounty tuning in to the broadcast. Appreciate Sean for tuning in. 29 cars making a call here tonight as we see quite a few trucks headed down pit road. Nathan Shiflett, Roger Debo, Dan Half, Zach Krauser, Kelvin Mosier, Sawyer Wright, Josh Small, Brendan Klusterhoos, all staying out on the speedway. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back here shortly. We'll keep it side-by-side view. Welcome back to the iRacing Superspeedway. 1 to go. Field working our way down the back straight away now. And your leader still Nathan Shiflett. Here we go, coming up for the green flag is out. Hammered down for Nathan Schiffler and a 38 of Roger Debo. Dan Half going to tuck in behind the 51 South Point machine of Nathan Schiffler. Out in front, though, the 38 into the Bucky's Ford F-150 going to be Roger Debo. He carries the Bucky's colors here tonight. Dan Half will follow suit in the third spot. There is a look at the 39 of Zach Krauser and the Auto Owners Toyota Tundra. 50 laps make up the distance. 6 of those are in the books at the moment. 25 truck made his way. Brendan the King Kloosterhoos as he sits now in the 7th spot. Scored 7th last time by the scoring loop. There is the one of the one of John Schwackert. Glad to have him back. We'll take a look at that one truck. The LaRue Motorsports machine looking quite spiffy as these trucks run down the back straightaway 227 miles an hour. Take a look at your leader Nathan Schiffler in that 51. He works his way out of turn number 4. That machine already 25 miles an hour. They work their way down the front straightaway, hooked tight close to that yellow line. And just a quick reminder to those watching that are familiar with the yellow line rule at Talladega and Daytona, that rule not in effect here at the iRacing Superspeedway. Dan Half and John Schwackert challenging on the outside. Storm Patterson in that 16 machine going to be tucked up close behind the one of Schwackert. They'll make the move to the bottom of the speedway. Schwackert and Patterson will dump off Dan Half. So Nathan Schiffler has fell back. Your new leader, the one of John Schwackert, as they go quickly 3 wide at the front of the field. Dan Half in the 32. Super clean machine right down on the bottom of the speedway. Now the 16 of Storm Patterson pull out ahead of the field. Not after the 38 of Roger Debo to make his way, and here comes Nathan Schiffler once again. 51 machine to pull even now. He'll actually get out ahead of that Bucky's 38 of Roger Debo. 43 Rockstar Energy machine of Kelvin Mosier will work to the outside. Here comes the 16. Young Buck Storm Patterson. He goes below that yellow line. 4 wide as they get ready to hurt into turn number 1. Lots of room here. Once again, an iRacing Superspeedway. Action all over the racetrack, but right now it's all happening up front. There is the 55 of LaRue, the LaRue Motorsports Chevrolet Silverado. Roger Debo, defending Truck Series champion, in that 38 machine. Little Jack and Coke in the 16 of Storm Patterson. Kid has quite a few years before he can legally enjoy a Jack and Coke, but that's beside the point. '55 of Will LaRue go way up the racetrack. Teammate of John Schwackert will take over the lead. Here comes Kelvin Mosier to the outside, and that rock 43. 11 of 50 on the board. 40 laps left here. Lots happening as we see that 55 of LaRue way up the speedway. The one of Schwackert. 38 of Roger Debo. to lead that lap as he's on the extreme outside. 16 now of Storm Patterson to work his way out there. Schwacker gonna look underneath the 38. 38 takes a look at the block. You see all of the left side damage on the front of that number 1. Nathan Schiffler in that South Point machine looking for some room on the speedway. Will actually almost get a hold of the 16 who already has rear end damage. Oh, John Schwacker in that LaRue machine. Oh, what a save at 220 some miles an hour. Gonna hang on to it here. Action non-stop at the front of the field. Your leader for the moment, the 16, Storm Patterson, scored 4th at the line last time by. We get a challenge from John Schwacker to 1 to the outside. Schwacker getting the push from the defending Truck Series champion, a 38 to Roger Ebo. What an awesome night to be back here, Season 5 for the Iron Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Truck Series. And what an awesome event to come back to. We take a look at a new name up front in the 21, making his first appearance at the front of the field. Oh, that quick at an 89. Showing a 21 number, not showing a 21 on the scoring monitor. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that is the 37 of Ryan Peplinski. Sip and Shine teammate. Bucky's 38 of Roger Debo, and whoa, Matt Quick got a hard hit. Oh, the big one gonna unfold here. Oh, back it up. It's like 16. Might have threw a block. Matt Quick gets tangled up into it. John Schwacker will get into that. Nathan Schiffler gonna get a piece of that as the 16 comes down. Caution back out for the second time tonight. Lap 17 of 50. 34 laps remain here at iRacing Superspeedway. See if we can wait on him to come around. We'll get a word with the driver here. Get a word with our leader, Roger Diebold. We'll let him complete his stop. Completed his stop. We'll try to get a word with him on the radio here. As soon as they come off pit road, get you that running order. Let's take a quick moment. Look at that machine. Roger, is Chris up at the booth? You got a copy?
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hey man, just feel like we want to talk to a champion. First time for me seeing iRacing Superspeedway. You know, it's the first time with us here at the truck so far. So tell us how you liking the iRacing Superspeedway in this truck.
I like it. Pretty much anything. For me, I mean, I don't know. People will tell you a little different. For me, it feels like a really, really big Dover almost. It's got the same kind of feel for it. Bottom lane's got that little drop going into the corners, nice and wide. Straightaways are banked, high banking in the corners, so it's a lot of fun.
As much back and forth as we see at the front, we hadn't had much time to cover what's going on behind you. What's the key to get to victory lane tonight?
Man, the biggest thing is try not to get any damage on your truck at all. After that, I don't know. It's all about building up massive runs and seeing who your dancing partners are and who's willing to push and what kind of deals you can make to get your way to the front.
All righty, man. We appreciate you taking your time out to talk to us, and good luck the rest of the night. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you when it's all said and done.
Sweet. Thank you.
That was the Fitting Truck Series champ, Roger Diebold, as we get ready to come back to the green. Lights have been extinguished around the racing surface. Pace field behind the pace car. Racing.com pace car. Good to talk to Roger. Been a while since we've heard from him. Definitely always great to hear from Roger, the Bulldozer Diebold. Green flag back out in the air. And we're back underway as they cross the line. Their leader, Roger Diebold, followed by Kelvin Mosier, Ryan Peplinski, Tresnot, Dan Half, your top five to be Jace Mosier, Josh Ball, Sawyer out, Brian Workman, Carson Etheridge, rounding out the top 10. Ryan Peplinski, Roger Diebold, 1-2. Dan Half in a Super Clean 32 will ride in the third spot. Roger Debo up to 213, 14, 15 miles an hour. Make it 216 miles an hour to make their way into turn number 3. Starting to go single file here at the front of the field. They cross the line. It's going to get hectic already. Here comes the 88 Mountain Dew Chevrolet. That'll be Josh Ball as he and Dan Half of that super clean machine work that second lane. They'll try to charge to the front of the field. 32 of Dan Half out front. We've got quite a few on pit road. Not able to make it through that last melee. Chad Nelson in the 72. The 69 of Matt Hendricks. The 25 of Brandon the King Kloosterhuis. Matt Quick in the 89. The 39 of Zach Kaiser. The 16 of Storm Patterson. The 31 of Matthew Wilson has made his way back out on the speedway. Dan Half. Josh Ball. And the 38 of Roger the Bulldozer D-Bold. Run 1, 2, 3. Ryan Peplinski. 2.5, 3 car lengths now. Back in the 4th spot. Jace Mosier in the 44. He'll hang on inside the top 5 in the 5th spot. Haven't seen much of that truck or featured him. We'll feature that 44 machine of Jace Mosier, Monster Energy. Very familiar scheme. Almost certain that's his father there in the 43. Rockstar Monster. Running nose to tail, 44, 43. 55 of Will LaRue riding right behind Mosier. Kelvin of that would be. At the line, it was Josh Ball in the 88. He'll continue to lead the 38 of Roger Debo. 32 of Dan Half will work his way into the 3rd spot. Brian Peplinski shown to you as the 21. Never scored to us as the 37 machine. Tuesday Night Thunder back on the air. Early contender took it out due to damage. The one of John Schwackert. The field will storm past him on the front straightaway. (24 of 50 in the books. 27 laps ago. It is Josh Ball, Roger Debo, Dan Half, Ryan Peplinski, Jace Mosier, Kelvin Mosier, Nathan Shiflett in the 7th spot. 8th will be Will LaRue, Adam Schroen 9th, and right out the top 10, the 74 Brian Workman. Bailey Curry runs in the 11th spot. Tresson 12th. 13th will be Sawyer out. 14th Carson Etheridge. 15th spot belongs to the 66 of John Garrett. Ray Rittenauer 16th. 17th will be Kevin Haas. Josh Kelly in the 33 run 18th. 19th will be Justin White in the 2. The 52 of George Belfons Jr. Your top 20 last truck on the lead lap. Roger Debold and the 88 of Josh Ball rolling 2 by 2. There's starting to get a challenge from Dan Half and Ryan Peplinski. All 4 tuck in a row. That's about a truck length and a half back to the 44 of Jace Mosier. Carson Etheridge in the 62 machine. See a little bit of connection issue there on the Etheridge machine. Josh Ball in the 88 has led 5 laps to work their way down the back straightaway. Top 5, Ball, Debo, Half, Peplinski, and Jace Mosier. Things have settled down here in the last few laps as we are on lap 27. 28 going up on the board to be 23 circuits remaining here in the Gutter Team Truck Series 150. Take a look at the 87 of Raymond Rittenauer. Patiently rides behind the Etheridge machine. And at 87 Lucky Dogs Doggy Daycare. Fanatec on the side of that machine as well. Running right behind him, another ITRL champion. Isom's Custom Paint and Collision. LSX. Ash Brothers Performance Chevrolet Silverado. Woodlawn, Virginia in that 03 machine. It is Kevin. Give me the cash. Hash. A good look at that machine. Take a look back up front, nothing much has changed. Josh Ball, Roger Debo, Dan Half, Ryan Peplinski, Jace Mosier, the top 5 to be Kelvin Mosier, Will LaRue, Adam Strong, Treston and Brian Workman in the 74. Round out the top 10 as the 69 of Matt Hendricks. Well up the speedway, off the pace. As the field will file around that machine. From Patterson, Zach Kreiser. Matt Quick, Brendan Klutz, Matthew Wells, and Bach. Off the speedway. There's Matthew Wells and Bach on the speedway at the moment. John Schwackert will go down another lap to the 88. Up Josh Ball. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to all those tuned in tonight for the Gutter Team Truck Series 150 here at iRacing Superspeedway. Had a little bit of action, quite a lot of action in the early stages as we get ready to put lap 33 on the board of the 18 laps to go this time by. As the field works their way down the back straight away here, this 2.95 mile oval. Fictionally situated in Concord, North Carolina. It would be kind of cool to have Superspeedway in the Carolinas, such of this nature. Although before Big Bill had Talladega Superspeedway built, he had his eyes on some land in the Carolinas. However, we all know that didn't happen, and Talladega is where she was built, in Sweet Home, Alabama. 33 of the 50 on the board, 18 to go. Getting ready to knock it down to 17 this time by. Not much just changed inside that top 10. Cross the line, they'll be scored. Josh Ball, Roger Debo, Dan Half, and Ryan Peplinski trusting out your top 5. Jason Mosier, Will LaRue, Adam Strong, Kelvin Mosier, John Garrett in the 66 rounds out the top 10. Take a look back. Ooh, here we go. Getting ready for pit road action coming to you. Pit road about to get a little busy. Let's see how these drivers negotiate. Pit road here from iRacing Superspeedway. That'll turn the lead over to Kelvin Mosier in the 43. Rockstar Energy Chevrolet Silverado. Will LaRue in the 55. They'll be tucked in behind. Here comes the Wiley veteran. 2 Wiley veterans make it 3 now. 3 trucks on the top. That is Raymond Rittenauer, Kevin Hash, and Josh Kelly in the Strutmasters.com Chevrolet in the 33 as they'll come down pit road trying to give themselves as much room as possible. They'll get on the binders. Get those trucks load up to 65 miles an hour. Pit road speed limit. 15 laps to go. Take a look at those who came off of pit road. Led by the 88 right now of Josh Ball. 37 of Ryan Peplinski. Running in the second spot. Look at the degree of banking. Josh Ball all out by his lonesome. Storming by on the bottom of the speedway is a 37 of Ryan Peplinski. Right behind it, the 38 of Roger Debo. As the guys coming off of pit road blend back on, led by the 33 Strutmasters.com machine of Josh Kelly. Welcome Jackson Allen to the broadcast. Wish we could have seen that 91 machine out on the speedway along with Sean Bounty. Priorities probably both of them had, but nonetheless they're here with us, at least watching the broadcast. Thank you, gentlemen. We are 37 of 50 in, 14 to go. Your leader, Ryan Peplinski. What about defending champ, Roger the Bulldozer Debold? Josh Ball in the 15 of Trust and I. Working nose to tail to try to catch up with the 2 in the front and work. The 88 of Ball ahead to the outside. All by his lonesome, he will ride there. He'll lose 3, 4, 5 car lengths to the 15 of Trust and I. Down the back straightaway they roll. The 9 of Adam Strong in that Toyota Tundra. 33 of Josh Kelly Strutmasters.com machine. They'll work the extreme outside of the speedway. Another good look at the banking here at iRacing Superspeedway as those cars seem Truck Cena just jump off the corner. Tresnot up the speedway along with Adam Strong. They'll pull in behind the 88 of Josh Ball. Now Josh Ball tucks in between the front two with Roger Debo back in the third spot. Debo will follow Ball in the 88 to the outside of the new leader. 3 wide back there for the third spot. Tresnot jumps down in front of Ryan Peplinski, and so do the front two, Roger Debo and the 88 of Josh Ball. Adam Strong working the outside. Closing in on 10 to go. 11 of this time by. Josh Ball has led 13 laps tonight. We've had 17 lead changes. I will put it this way, 17 scored lead changes. I had somebody up here with me to count how many times the lead changes in one lap. We would probably break the counter. As we come to 10 to go, Carson Etheridge in the 62. We'll go down a lap here. Etheridge scored 1 lap down in the 18th spot. But your leader, Josh Ball, followed by Roger Debo, Tresnot, Ryan Peplinski, Josh Cully, the top 5. It'll be Adam Strong, Will LaRue, Ray Rittenauer, Kevin Hash, and John Garrett. Your top 10. Ten laps remain. We're going to make it 9 this time by. Field fouls on to the front straightaway. Seventeenth running lead commissioner Sawyer out in danger of losing the lead lap. He'll hold the bottom, he'll hold the line as the field fouls on the outside. Here comes Tresnot in the 15. He'll make the move to the bottom of the speedway. Work their way into turn number 3. Josh Ball, Roger Debo charge ahead for the moment. Help coming for Tresnot in the 15 via the 37 of Ryan Peplinski. 8 laps to go this time. Josh Ball, 16 laps led. Roger the Bulldozer Debo tucked in on that tailgate. Tresnot, the CA Cattle Company out of Smithdale, Mississippi, rides in the 3rd spot. Roger Debo all over the tailgate of that 88 Chevrolet Silverado. Turn number 3 and 4. The field works their way through. It'll be 7 to go this time by. Carson Etheridge still trouble with his connection. He works his way down the front straightaway. Roger Debo takes a look inside. He'll stay tucked in behind the 88 of Ball. All down the back straightaway, snaking their way. We'll get 6 to go. Give you a rundown of how those trucks are in order for those on the lead lap. It is Josh Ball, your leader, followed by Roger Debo, Tresnot, Ryan Peplinski, Josh Kelly rounds out the top 5. Adam Strong, Will LaRue, Ray Rittenauer, Kevin Haas, John Garrett, the top 10. It'll be Kelvin Mosier, Justin White, Dan Half, Brian Workman, Nathan Shiflett in the 15th spot, last truck on the lead lap. We'll see stuff probably starting to heat up as we'll see the flagman. He'll put 5 fingers down, 5 laps to go here in the Gutter Team 150 season opener for season 5 of the Gutter Team Truck Series. Big thanks to Tony Constantino. Alrighty, those of you watching, with 4 to go this time by, who you got, who's going to win it? Well, let's hear in the chat, who do you think can pull off the victory here at the inaugural Truck Series race for the iRacing Superspeedway? Saw things got a little crazy coming to the line last night in the ARCA race here at iRacing Superspeedway. Definitely hate I could not be here for that one. Starting to see some momentum building up. Teammates Ryan Pepolinski, Josh Cully, they're going to make a second lane. They'll have help from the 55 of Will LaRue. Oh, Josh Ball getting a little swirly. Might have had a little bit of help. We'll have a new leader with 3 laps to go. It'll be Ryan Pepolinski. He has led 4 laps tonight. He and Josh Cully will have a 2.5 truck length advantage over 88 of Josh Ball. LaRue up against the wall on the outside. Tress and I are going to make the move up there. Roger Depot thought about going with. Didn't have the room. And he will now. George Belfont Jr. go to the top. We'll see bullhorns from the flag stand this time by. 2 to go for Ryan Pepolinski. Your Josh Ball teammates is not what you want to see out in front of you with 2 laps to go. The field files down the back straightaway. All closing in on the tailgate of Cully. A half a truck length now. It's Cully and Pepolinski pull away to make it 1 full truck length. We'll see the white flag in the air. This time by Josh Ball down below that yellow line. All the way up against the wall. Roger Debo will go down there with him. They'll take the lead on the bottom. Oh, a lot of room of racetrack here. They chose to go all the way to the wall. They'll lead it down the back straightaway. Josh Ball, your leader. By Roger the Bulldozer Debold. Ryan Pepolinski, Adam Strong making his way up there, but don't look now on that outside. Raymond Rittenauer. Can they get something going? Gonna get crazy out of turn 4. I can guarantee you Roger Debold goes to the top. Oh, Ryan Pepolinski. Who's gonna get it at the line? Roger Debold's turn. Up and over. Josh Cully, your winner. What a finish. Holy cow. That's going to deserve a replay. Roger Debold scored in the 2nd spot. Josh Ball credited with 3rd. Raymond Rittenauer 4th. Will LaRue rounding out your top 5. Whew. Take a deep breath. We're going to have to watch that one more time. Another look from the chopper. Alrighty, we're going to get ready for your interviews. Camera will. There we go. Camera on the strutmaster.com machine. Congratulations to the 33 of Josh Kelly. Let's get those drivers up in the booth with an interview. Get the 88 of Josh Ball. I believe that truck is on pit road. Up in the booth here. Joining me in the booth. Joining me now in the booth, the 88 of Josh Ball. Made the front of the field your place to be most of the night. Lots of crazy. We wound up with 19 lead changes, but if we counted, that was only counted at the line. If we counted them all the way around the racetrack, I'm sure we'd have well over 30 or 40 lead changes. The first part of the race, seen a lot of activity up front, and it kind of simmered down there toward the end. You and Roger Debo were running good together, and he made a last-ditch effort there to get around you, and just some good hard racing there at the end, and ended up in a melee there, but you were able to still squeak across there in the third spot. Not a bad way to start season 5.
No, yeah, I was talking to Roger most of the time, and when we came off the final turn, I'm like, well, all bets are off if we get to the last the corner there, and I knew they were going to try to go, and I just tried to go up too late, and then it was my fault. I came up, and he was coming down a little, but I was mostly going up, and I got into him. That was my fault. So, but 88 Chevy ran pretty good tonight. I thank Roger and the rest of the team that's working with me, and we'll go on to 2 weeks from now.
Well, I tell you what, if we can finish them all this exciting, it's going to be a good season. I know it'll be quick, but good to talk to you again, and glad to see you picking right up where you left off and getting those podium finishes, man. Congratulations once again, and we'll hope to be speaking to you next week.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
Alrighty, going to bring up the 38 of Roger the Bulldozer Debold. You made that move, man. You and Josh Ball were working awesome together. We just spoke to him. Y'all were talking and said, all bets are off on the last corner, and he took responsibility. But you were definitely out to defend. Being the defending champion, you were out to, start this season off great, and still not bad with a second place finish. Good run here tonight.
Yeah, and I asked Sawyer early. I said, "Man, how come nobody wants to work with me? I'm trying to help everybody out and stay up front here." And he goes, "Well, you're the defending champion. Nobody wants to work with you." I said, "Well, fine. I'll find somebody out here that wants to work with me." And lucky enough, Josh Ball ended up. I tucked in his bumper. at whatever, halfway in the race there, and he kind of had no choice to but to work with me because I wasn't leaving his bumper, and then jumped in their channel, started talking about pit strategies, and told them I'll stay with you all the way till we get till we come out of 4 for that last lap, and then I got to do what I got to do. And he said, "Yep, no worries." And we kind of touched there. I don't know if it's his fault, my fault. It don't really matter. We still got good finishes out of it, so I'm not mad about it. But yeah, what an exciting finish there.
Well, I tell you, if I had somebody to work with, I had to choose, the 88 of Josh Ball is a pretty good guy to work with there. I could only think of maybe a handful of other drivers if I put my driver's helmet on that I would want to work with at a super speedway, and definitely Josh would be one of them. And I tell you, I raced in super speedway. I hate I missed last night. Sounded like it was an exciting finish. Got to watch that finish, and seems like iRacing Super Speedway didn't disappoint. As going to go back to back with 2 crazy finishes, and it's been a heck of a night, and going to be looking forward to the rest of the season here.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting track. Like I said earlier, big runs. You just got to find a couple guys that you work good with, and try to stay up front, stay ahead of all the riffraff going on, and then boys have at it at the end there.
All righty, man. Well, we appreciate you talking with us tonight, and look forward to talking to you throughout the rest of the season. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. You too. Thank you.
All righty. Second place of Roger the Bulldozer D-Bone. And we let him sit out there on the front straightaway by himself long enough. We'll bring him up in the booth here now. The driver of the Strutmasters.com 33. Joining me now in the booth is Josh Cully. What a wild one, man. You played that strategy, as we all also familiar with, kind of laying low through most of the night, which was probably good there when that big one happened, and you and Ryan were working strong together. You got the lead, and I told the audience, that was the last thing Josh Ball wanted to see with 2 laps ago, is 2 teammates that are known to work good together out in front of the super speedway like that. They made their move, and unfortunately they got together, and you were able to reap the rewards. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I didn't expect to win there at the end, but they just kind of moved right out of the way, and I went cruising on by across the finish line. So that was cool. It was a good race. It was fun. Yeah, when me and Ryan hooked up, we could pretty much do what we wanted. We were just kind of riding, saving fuel, and waiting. And at the beginning, we knew there'd be a couple wrecks. You can't hardly make it through a race here without having a wreck. So we just made sure we weren't a part of it, or tried to, and got lucky tonight. Feels good to get a win the first race of the season. I have a habit of doing that, I guess.
Yeah, I tell you, history seems to repeat itself no matter if you're in the truck or in the car. But starting like you said, starting the season off with a win, I know it's a exhilarating feeling. And iRacing Super Speedway, first time I seen it was about 5 minutes before the broadcast went on the air. I was able to watch a little bit of the replay from the ARCA race last night, and looks like excitement is what this speedway is all about. It was real crazy at the beginning up front. It was probably a good thing that you were kind of in the back there waiting around. I'm sure we had probably 40 lead changes if you counted the lead changes throughout the raceway, not the one scored. Wound up with 19 lead changes. You led one lap, the one lap that counted, and Josh Cully Fan Club made it to watch the win. Congratulations, man, and hopefully this is a first of many this season.
All right, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. I just got to thank Strutmasters, Wilson Farms, CRT, everyone who helps me get on here and do this. And then, yeah, we're looking forward to next week. Luckily, I'm glad tonight it wasn't a netcode issue, because last night in the ARCA race we had netcode at the finish, and it kind of ruined what could have been a better finish, I think, than it was. So looking forward to next week, and hoping to help Ryan get a win this season as well.
All righty, man. Well, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and we appreciate you running with us here in the Iron Thunder Racing League, and we'll see you on the next one, man.
All right, thanks.
Alrighty, your gutter team truck series 150 winner. Strutmasters.com, Wilson Farm, CRT, small engine repair, Chevrolet Silverado of Josh Cully. Roger Diebold finishes in the second spot. Josh Small brings home the third spot. Raymond Rittenauer, he'll take home fourth. Will LaRue fifth. Tress and Ott sixth. Seventh will be Kevin Hash. Eighth, Kelvin Mosier. Ninth will be Nathan Shiflett. 10th will be the 74 of Brian Workman. Justin White brings home 11th. Adam Strong 12th. Ryan Peplinsky 13th. 14th will belong to John Garrett. Dan Half brings home 15th. 16th, Carson Etheridge. Jace Mosier, debut with the series. He'll finish in the 17th spot. Sawyer Ott 18th. Bailey Curry 19th. 20th belongs to George Belfons Jr. 21st will be the one of John Schwackert. Matthew Wilsonbach back with us. He'll finish 22nd. 23rd, Matt Hendricks. Dave Matson in the 24th spot. 25th will be Chad Nelson. 26th, Brendan the King Klusterhuis. 27th, Matt Quick. Zach Kreiser brings home 28th. Storm Patterson brings home the 29th and final position. Appreciate the Josh Kelly fan club for tuning in for Tuesday Night Thunder along with Jackson Allen, Sean Downey. Appreciate all you guys making it in. Alex Little as well with All Gas TV. Been a fun night. Great night to be back in action with the Iron Thunder Racing Network. And we have put Season 5 of the Iron Thunder Racing League Gutter Team Truck Series has officially opened. I want to thank each and every one of y'all once again for tuning in. Here tonight from the Iron Racing Superspeedway. Don't forget, we'll continue Season 5 Tuesday, September 21st from the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval for the Charlotte Road 69. That'll be 30 laps. We'll see who the next victor will enter the chapter of Season 5 of the Gutter Team Truck Series. From iRacing Superspeedway, this is Jonathan Grissop for the Iron Thunder Racing Network. They'll keep showing up. We'll keep showing out. Good night, everybody.